Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream here, like I said I would be. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. There is our risk disclaimer. Welcome, everybody. Join in. Get in here. Yeah, man. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hopefully everybody's doing hopefully everybody's having a good trading day. It's been pretty crazy with that rally out of the open. Big dump there. I don't know what that was about. I took a break to put some food in the crock pot, and we came back to a massive dump, another double bottom. We've seen double bottoms holding today, like insane. Right here, double bottom led to a nice 250 rally. Here, double bottom again led to a nice 180 point rally. But yeah, crazy volatility right now. We're here to get some scalp trading underway. Here's our risk disclaimer. Hopefully everybody's having a good day so far. Welcome in. All right, here we are. What's good? Investing, Jay, Juan, Sid, Aaron. I recognize some of y'all. Some new names in here. Over. What's good, everybody? T-Bird. Nice trading. Thank you. Thank you. We caught a decent little trade. It has not been an easy day. It never is, right? But it's certainly not been an easy day. Bro, you the goat? Thanks, man. Y'all are the goats. Y'all are the goats. We're going to get into some trading here. Fret not. Fret not. TikTok, we're live on YouTube. I have trouble with TikTok. It keeps kind of taking my TikToks down. If you guys really want to catch this stream, probably head to YouTube. BPCTrades on YouTube. We have been getting taken down on TikTok. I'm not sure why, but YouTube is where we're going to be at and where we're going to be at for a long time to come. So welcome in, everybody. Braden, great trading this morning. Thank you. We had some bad trades, but luckily the market did give a nice little rally here that we caught on Topstep TV. That was good. Happy to have caught that, but it's been really ugly. It's been really ugly. So let's pull up the 500 tick chart right here. And we are going to get our hands dirty in this market. Little scalp. See what we can get going. But yeah, rally to the upside. Let me turn my music down. I can't hear myself talk. Rally to the upside out of the open. We had CPI this morning. Market liked it. 300 point rally. Kind of had a pullback out of the gates. We had bought that. Took a nice little long in here from, 250s up to, damn, I mean, it was up to 3 set. We took it all the way up here. That was a good trade. And then, man, we just came down, wicked this low again and held. So, like, 190s right now is looking like a damn strong support. If we can start to kind of see some nice price acceptance or some nice buying above 300s here. I mean, we've had, look at on the tick chart. That's why I'm looking at the tick chart. You can see every kind of order off of this low. It was a double bottom originally when we saw that first 250 point drive to the upside. And then with all of this selling momentum, and the acceleration of that move, like you'd really expect this low to get taken. Sure enough, it holds again. The market at the moment is trying to put in a strong foundation at 25,200 on the daily to try to move higher from. So that's kind of what my eyes are looking at. That's where you see those three wicks on the hourly, and look at the hourly. Right? Like box it in, do something, because as of now, that's kind of dictating a lot of the price action. The price action respecting the 25,200s. 3 very significant wicks off of it. So that's what we're looking at. We'll mark that out, kind of have that general area of foundation there that we're holding. Decent base at the moment. Decent base. Ever visit Kerrville? That's where Johnny Manziel played, isn't it? You know what? I don't think I've actually been there. I think it's a little further west. But I'm around there. I live around there. Like the schools, Kerrville plays the schools in the area that I live. So yeah. But I haven't actually been to Kerrville. That's a nice push from 320s to 340s. I mean, listen, anybody getting long for the high day break all the way through this move has gotten blasted on that sell-off. So is it clear to finally go long if the algos wanted to kind of sweep the orders away? I mean, that we are seeing the strength again up here. We know that it's pretty strong resistance. I wonder if it's just really a chaotic range today, or if we can actually get some continuation up above 400s. We're going to keep our eyes peeled. Not seeing anything totally at the moment. Been waiting. We're here. We're here. Thoughts on the My Fund Futures wrapped accounts? They seem good. They seem really similar to Take Profit Trader. Okay, that rally at 330s is not one to hold. Yeah, guys, I was on Topstep TV. I came into the market. I think it was up 1,200 or yeah, I think it was up about 1,100. We left Topstep TV up 2,200. Was up more at my peak, but kind of took some paper cuts while I was looking for the 400 breakout. And thankfully, I stepped away from the market about, for this 30 minutes that we were selling off. I was getting dinner started in the slow cooker, so that's fortunate for me. What are we thinking though? How's everybody trading day going so far? Have we caught any decent ones? Have we caught any decent ones? Blue 2 XFA is about to blow my funded. I hear y'all. It's God. It's hard to say that this market is ever easy, but certainly today it's not been easy. It's not been easy. We have whipsawed between a 300-point range like we were on that white snow. I was busy most of the morning, 490s. You know what? It's better to be busy most of the morning and still kind of catch a trade when, usually when you're busy one morning and you still have the time to catch just like one trade, but you're not like glued to the screen, that's usually the best case scenario. It's good to be busy in the mornings a little bit. Kind of keep an eye on the market. If you see something, you take one trade, but you're busy. It's definitely not fun to be bored, right? Not a good idea to be bored and still be trading. Today was easy as F for the shorts. Was it easy? What made it so easy for the shorts? You pretty much needed to sit on your hands up until about 35 minutes ago to actually get a decent short today. If you had the patience to do that, maybe. I didn't really see any setup for shorts to really get paid up until about 30 minutes ago. And most traders don't have the discipline to wait this far into the bell to take a trade. Most of them have already taken a couple trades. If you blow a funded account, do you owe them money? No, you never. That's the whole thing. The liability is you only will ever owe them as much as the combine or the XFA activation. That's it. You do not owe them money. They're funding you. They're only liable to owe you money. You're not liable to owe funded future props any money apart from the eval that you ran your card to buy. That's all. And then of course maybe market data fees once you get into a live account. But you'll never owe them this balance. Not the traditional prop firms that I affiliate myself with or talk about. You'll never owe them. It's just not how it works. Okay. Kind of watching it in queue here, trying to make up its mind. That hourly is impressive. A significant wick off of 187s there. The main thing I'd be looking for is if we can kind of clear through 360s. I think we have plenty of room up to 400s. But this range is so wide right now, it's a little scary to try to kind of take it this high. But structure continues to build, and that's what's cool about trading. Every minute you wait, more structure builds, and it can give you more validation and confidence in a new trade. If he wants to test the highs, it kind of looks like it, right? It's another massive rally off of 180s. Seems to be pretty significant demand to buy this off of 25,000 180s. Can't ignore that. Does look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looks solid. All right, we got a fresh hourly candle here. See if we can pull back into this previous hourly candle wick. Maybe try to hold a low and see if we can try to catch some buying off of it. Yeah, I don't like the wide range. Yeah, it's tough because at the moment the only real trade idea I see is a continuation long into session highs. But with how wide of a range we've set today, it's risky. It's risky. But we'll be patient. No need to rush. Rushing is usually a mistake. Unless we're in a momentum market, rushing into anything is usually a mistake. We'll be patient here. What prop firms would you say are good with no ugly rules? Topstep, My Funded Futures, Tradeify, Take Profit. Honestly, all of them. All of them that you see there are good with no funky rules, pretty much. Somebody in TikTok says, is the balance up here your money, or how would I word that? When they say your money, they're referring to my money. Chat, technically, is this balance my money? Is that technically my money, or is it the prop firm's money? What do we think? Is the live balance technically my money or the prop firm's money? Because I don't even really know the technical answer to that. Some is yours. That's a good way to put it. Appreciate the 250 in TikTok, guys. We're also live on YouTube. TikTok has been continue to try to go live on here, but sometimes it does. They do take it down. So if you want to check it out on YouTube, BPCTrades over there, full screen. Everything's a little bit better over there, to be honest. We go live every single morning. Caught a couple good trades on Topstep TV earlier. Now I'm live streaming on my own YouTube, BPCTrades. In a live, can you take it all if you ask risk management? Yeah, you. I mean, I can't speak for all prop firms, but as far as my Topstep live account, yeah, I can take all of it out. Obviously, there'll be a profit split, but I could. Same with my Tradeify live account. I just took a payout on my Tradeify live account yesterday of about 4,000, in which I received 3,400 of it because of the profit split. How many cons did you use for that 2.2? I was in 10 micros, max 10 micros. I actually can't trade more than 10 micros on my live account. I mean, I can't trade more micros. I could trade minis. I could trade 10 minis. But as far as micros, it caps at 10. I think it's the micro scaling rule or whatever it is. Okay, we're kind of watching how aggressive this pullback gets here. Like, how deep can we pull back into this wick, this previous hourly wick, and still find buying? That's really what I'm watching. Let's check out gold. I know gold was trying to make a little move. Gold pretty much lost the entire rally. That's looking ugly. It's gonna look like a big wick on the hourly or the 4-hour. Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, that's disgusting. It's kind of a failed breakout, then back into the range. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is not looking disgusting. You got the equal lows there. really heavy rejections. Anything above 89 is being sold aggressively. You know what? I'm gonna put on a little. I call them side trade. I'm putting on a side trade on micro Bitcoin. I'm in 5 micros short. That's gonna cook. I know Bitcoin's a slow mover. I'm gonna put in that trade. Probably stop it if we retrace like 50% of this sell off. I'll pop out at like 87. But I'm in that. I'm gonna look to see if we can get another leg back down into these equal lows. We have a triple bottom there with extreme rejections above 89. I like the way that looks for continuation into this triple bottom. So I'm in there 5 micros short. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't really expect it to be the quickest trade ever. I know Bitcoin is slow. And then we'll look at put that over here. Then let's put NQ over here. Like that. Okay. All right. Watch it NQ's pull back here. So maybe bull flag on NQ. Yeah, we're kind of basing out here. Have a higher low off of 300s holding. Buyers are holding 300s as support. What's the most you've made in in one trading day? That's a good question, man. In the most I've made in a funded account or a live account, because I feel like it's very different. It's a very different answer for both. Appreciate it, Edgy. Yeah, run the likes up, YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Can you explain the daily payout rule for Tradeify? I don't know. I honestly don't know because I haven't been in a Tradeify funded account in a couple months, so I don't really know what that new update looks like. I have my live account, which has daily payouts, but I know they do have a new kind of funded account that offers daily payouts, but I couldn't tell you that much about it, to be honest. What's your YouTube? Good question. BPCTrades, same as the TikTok. For funded, for my most I made in a funded account was in one day 45,000, and a live account the most I've made was 15,000. So it's very different. It's very different. It's a lot easier to make a lot in a funded account. I guess that's kind of why people argue like, don't go to a live account. It's not worth it. Ever play background music? Yeah, whenever I don't get copyright striked, I will. But I need to find a good. I need to find a good couple songs to play. All right, so we still have that Bitcoin trade on. NQ is still kind of, yeah, you're right to say it is kind of holding a flag here on the 5 minute. Seeing some nice consolidation. One leg away from a high day push. We continue to hold 300s. Oh, okay. I'm trying to get in at 339 here. Okay, I'm in NQ. I'm in Q 3 micros at 340s. Gonna look for a pushback to 360s here. Damn, this is tricky because TikTok can't see. TikTok, y'all have to go to the YouTube, man. We'll put it over here. So if we can get filled out there at 357, I still like it for higher, but I feel like I'll just have another opportunity to get back in, honestly. It's been slow price action so far, so I don't think we'll kind of see what it looks like through the 350s, but to take some profit up there would be nice. It's a quick 20 points if it holds. Do you trade full-time? Yeah, I do. This is my full-time gig here. Try not to look at the Bitcoin trade too much. I just think it's going to take some time is all, honestly. What is Topstep profit split? I believe in it's, I think it's 90-10, right? Okay. Okay, I took some out. Took some out there at 357. We'll see if that was premature. If I can just get back in, if we kind of hold the top of this range, maybe have another opportunity to get in at 330s again. Just keep buying the lows of the range. We will see what happens. It's a nice pullback. Maybe that's valid. Maybe we can. Okay, I added back in too. Let's see if that plays out. I got back in on the pullback. So out in 334, out 357, back in 342. See what happens here. Bitcoin's trying to work lower. As far as the stop, if you guys are wondering, I've been manually stopping out some of these trades more recently, which I feel like fits my style a little bit better. I'm disciplined enough to where I'm not going to let a trade run so red that it's like, what am I doing? I don't freeze like that. I will cut it if I'm not seeing what I want to see, but I've got a manual stop. We're in a range right now. The truth is, if we start to fail this range, I'm going to be out of it long before it kind of invalidates, you know what I mean? Truly invalidates a breakdown. I'll be out of it before then. Why is Bitcoin bouncing? All right, new highs. See if we can run into like the 370s here. We're seeing a lot of strong price action. Another test of 360s looks good. We're kind of in there at 340s tucked in. I want to see 370s. Took one off. Decent little fill at 370. I don't know why Bitcoin is bullshitting. Excuse my language. Don't really care to see that bounce. Yeah, I'm in two trades. I'm in the Bitcoin trade. What the fucking, I don't know what I'm looking at here. What are we doing? What are we doing holding this low at 85? Like, actually, I don't know. I don't know. It's strange. It's strange to see buying off 85 like that. We've only tested it 3 damn times. Am I gonna have to take that on the chin, bro? What is that buying? I don't know what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Pull the plug, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know when you're so confident in a trade, you're like, why are we even bouncing? But at the same time, we are. Have to respect it. It's a nice little bounce off of 85. Ugh. Do I just respect the stop? I think I'm just going to respect the stop. What do we think on Bitcoin? All you do is guess your trades. That's okay. You're right, man. You are totally right. You are totally right, dude. Big guesser here. Big guesser here. I guess I'm a damn good guesser. Most profitable guesser. Let's get a head and shoulders. Yeah, I'm looking at that too. If we kind of fell off of 60s. Yo, Ted, appreciate the sub on YouTube. Guessing equals shit traders. Seek accuracy. Let's give this guy the boot. The boot, Wesley. The boot. Sayonara. Don't listen to the Wesleys of the world, chat. They don't know what they're talking about. Bitcoin's iffy. Well, I mean, I like a micro pullback trade off of this triple bottom for a break lower. And I like it a lot because the rejections are like extreme. Like that's extreme rejection from buyers. That's extreme rejection from buyers. And now we're into like the tightest little triple bottom. I like it. It needs to kind of hold under 87 to be honest. Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders is an actual pattern. Head and shoulders is an actual pattern, Chad. Am I right? Head and shoulders, baby. Keep the dandruff away. Short Bitcoin. Short Bitcoin. I like it. I like the wick I'm seeing there. Don't fade, chat. Not financial advice. Do not fade. Okay. Don't copy me, but also don't fade me. Because doing either is a reflection of an opinion of my trades. Yo, take it easy, Rag. Take it easy, man. I know there's an urge to fade me. I know there is. It's like a thing traders want to do. They like see one person doing one trade, they want to do the opposite. Oh no! I got you. I hate when that goes out. I'm telling you. What about inversing? Yeah, that's what fade means. Yeah, you can only have one live account with Topstep. Some other prop firms, I know Take Profit Trader, you can have 5 live accounts. That's sick. What other prop firms gives you multiple live accounts, chat? Tradeify used to, but now they only have one. So I only have one live account with Tradeify, one live account with Topstep. Take Profit, I believe, gives you at least, at most 5. I like the idea of having multiple live accounts with the same, that's cool. Three firms to the right. We got Funding, Tix, Alpha, Lucid. I believe, yeah, Lucid is solid. They're newer, but I mean, I don't think that's a word. They're more new. I don't know how to say it. They're solid though. I'm spitting on myself like a child. Hold on. Excuse me. All right. NQ trying to break back into new highs. Brando. That's first time somebody's called me that. NQ might go and retest below your entry. You know what? It could. It could. With how slow this kind of range is, we could. Would not be surprised. Is Lucid trying to copy Lucid Motors? I don't think so. I don't think so. What happens if you lose the live account? Then you lose the live account. That's really all that happens. Just like if you put money into brokerage and you lose it, you just lose it. That's all. Time frame are you looking at? Good question. I get we've got a couple. I've got the 500 tick chart, and then usually this is the hourly. Is TBT better than Topstep because there's no max loss once you have the buffer? I don't think that's true. I think I don't know if I understand the question. There's always a max loss. There's always a max loss. You might have a different understanding of what that max loss is, but there's always a max loss. Isn't that right, Chad? There's always a max loss. We're talking about daily max loss. You're talking about a daily loss limit? Yeah, Lucid's, I mean, Lucid, I'm not trying to yeah, they're solid, man. They're solid. For like a new prop firm to come into the space and do what they're doing. Honestly, it's applause to them, but it's at the same time it shows like some of the newer firms that make it way harder to get to a payout and put all these crazy rules and they're like brand new. It shows like what are you doing? What are you doing? Because you don't have to do that. They're obviously turning a profit, right? Otherwise they wouldn't be in business. So for them to come on and do what they're doing is solid. And then it kind of puts some of the newer firms kind of to shame a little bit. It's like you could have been operating your business like this and still been making money and benefiting traders, yet you aren't, right? That's really how I'm looking at it. I use them as like a vessel to compare to other firms because they're new. They're new. It's not like they weren't even a forex broker or they weren't a forex firm. They just came, right onto the space, and they're doing everything right, and it puts the other newer ones to shame. So far, I mean, that's from my experience has been great with them though. Okay, we're kind of looking on NQ. Bitcoin's starting to look better. I don't know if Bitcoin's just gonna be flat into the close, and then maybe we see the break of the triple bottom like tonight. But kind of weakness above 86, 87 is what you'd want to see on Bitcoin. That looks good. We're waiting on this NQ trade to possibly run into the 380s. Everything's looking okay right now. There's 370. There's 380s right there. Look at that. Disjoined. Who are you talking about? I was talking about Lucid. They're just talking about how new they are and how well they're running their business so far compared to some firms that have been around or are, you know, just other firms in the competitive space. Talking about how fair and honestly how just how good their firm is compared to some of the other ones. I was like, some of the other ones are shafting us, chat. They're shafting us. None of the ones I affiliate with, but some of them are. Some of them are. Buyers really want that high. Yeah, it's persistent. It's persistent here. Had you trade micros? Because 10 micros, 100 points on 10 micros is what, $1,000, right? Like that's plenty. A lot of people are upset with Topstep. Oh, I hear ya. You trade any of the shit ones? Dude, I've traded the shit ones. I have traded the shit ones. I don't affiliate myself with the shit ones, but I have traded the shit ones, yes. Traded all of them. Say Lucid's better than Tradeify. I don't think they're better, but I think they're very, very similar. If I don't know, if Lucid showed the same consistency a year from now, and if that was the case, it's just because they're newer. That's the only reason I don't put them. But they're pretty much to me they're even. Okay, Bitcoin's pulling back into that. That looks good. We're just kind of sitting in the trades right now. Traded listening to you in Dakota and couldn't be happier. Nice. Bottom three. I don't want to get sued for defamation. I'm not gonna say. No, I don't. I'm not gonna say anything bad about. I think. No, I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say anything bad about any. I think they're all good. It's not really a case that I think they're bad. I just think that they could be doing better. That's all. I think they could be doing better. What do y'all think? Who do y'all think's the three worst? Y'all can say it. Said I saw a Lucid EV. Lucid's finally rolling out in the streets. You know what I see all the time? It's not Lucid. It's what's that other brand of EV? It's not the Tesla ones, but it's starts with an R. What's that? What's that brand? What is that? What is that other EV brand? They're like right behind Tesla. I think it starts with an R. Rivian, yeah, Rivian. Yeah, that's the one. I see those. I see those often. I've seen a couple of them. This feels like I'm going to sit in this for about 10, 15 minutes just for it to go red. What do we do here? Yeah, Rivian. $50 would pay for dinner. Yo, what's good? Options going good, man. Pro's been around. Options have been around for a long time. The zone had a hard sell up previously. Yeah. I kind of like how we're just creeping up and just chewing away the buys into the 400s. I don't mind it right now. I like the slow push up. I don't use Bookmap. Nope, I don't use Bookmap. How much can you withdraw from a live account? In Topstep's case, after 30 winning days, you can withdraw everything in the account, all the balance. Oops. I'm gonna filling this out as we break into new high. Like, can we start to run a little bit here, or do I need to just pop out because we're still gonna stick in this just sticky 30-point range as we move a little bit higher every couple minutes? Like, I might not get another opportunity to see the 70s for a while if I don't take it off right now. I'm just thinking about it. Kind of watching for a little while. We'll see what happens. This Bitcoin trade's just kind of frustrating right now. I don't know. We might be a little too deep into the session. We might have seen too many moves today to kind of ask for a break of the lows here. I still like it. I just don't know if it's going to pay out until maybe tonight. Maybe tonight we'll get that done through 85. It might be a little bit exhausted on both sides right now is the issue. Yeah, dude, I don't know with the Bitcoin. It might be a little bit too exhausted both sides. Okay. Okay, I'm out of the NQ trade. See if it just runs to 400 here if we have another opportunity to get back in. But that's kind of what I'm liking, right? I'm just trading with the intraday trend, trying to get in on the dips and then sell on the strength. If we continue to kind of chop and set ranges on the way up, then that's great. I can keep buying dips. That's the idea. Not gonna really feel any FOMO if, oh look, nice rejection on Bitcoin. Can we hold off a Bitcoin, break back under 86? Bitcoin's in limbo. I mean, I like structurally where Bitcoin's at. Even if we don't break the low, like for looking for like a weak close on Bitcoin, even would be a trade idea. Like 86 is. I just I don't really trade it, so I don't know really how it likes to act, but we'll see. So Adam said, Braden, just recently started watching you. How long have you been trading in futures in specific? First of all, appreciate you supporting and watching. I've been trading for about 8 years now. I started trading, it might be 9 years. I started trading when I was about 18, like out of high school. Like most of, I don't know if my audience is younger. Most of y'all probably started picking up trading. It's even younger now. It's funny though. It's kind of like the evolution of how everything works. You know, 10 years ago, I don't think a lot of 16-year-olds were picking up trading. Now it's like even in high school, it's becoming very popular. I started when I was about 18. Started with penny stocks, traded penny stocks, jumped to Forex for a little bit, Forex to options to futures. I think that's every single market there. Yeah, futures. And futures where I've had most of my success, so that's where I found home. Imagine starting in high school. Most of the kids these days are like, if you go you guys are on TikTok, so go scroll your TikTok for you page. Most of them are like that young. I mean, most of the TikTok trading space is like younger than 20. How many payouts did you request before you moved to a live account? 5. 5 payouts on one XFA puts you in a live account with Topstep. No questions asked. How long did it take you to become profitable? I'd say 6 out of the 8 years I've been trading. Yeah, probably. Okay. See if NQ can push into the 400s here. $35 with a family is tough to start trying trading. No doubt, no doubt. That's with everything. That's with everything, right? It's easier to take risks. The younger you are, the easier it is to take risk. We are just pushing on NQ. This still looks good. Could have thought about trying to buy that dip off of 73. What's so bad with the live account that everybody freaks out? There's nothing bad with a live account. Honestly, there's nothing bad with a live account. I think it's amazing having a live account. You could say it with funded, like having a funded account. I mean, you have a funded account, man. If you trade discipline, Bitcoin's still rallying. If you trade discipline, if you trade well, like that is a full on stream of income that you can just make money from. It's a really amazing thing. That's the same way I think about my live account. Although now with the live account, I have more flexibility, more freedom. Right, I can take the entire balance. I can take however much out whenever I want. It's like it's a full on income piggy bank. Now, we don't want to drop the piggy bank. The piggy bank will break if we drop. We got to take care of the piggy bank. We have to take care of the piggy bank. Thinking 500s. What do we think of 500s? I mean, we're so... Yeah, I mean, this is... It's only another 100 points. This rally is impressive, to say the least. I don't know if the thing is, you put a shot clock on this. Like, I don't know. We could... It might happen today. It depends how much momentum we get. Maybe it happens tonight. Maybe it doesn't happen at all. But as far as upside targets, if this continues with momentum to the upside, yeah, 500s is certainly in play. Yesterday's high. Oh, Bitcoin. Okay, we're watching this attempt to break session highs here on NQ that we have there at 417 is the high. Seeing buyers 20 points under at 390s. TikTok, I appreciate everybody in TikTok, guys. We're also live on YouTube, BPCTrades on YouTube. I might pull the plug on the Bitcoin trade here. How many Topstep accounts? I just have the one live account. I saw somebody in the chat ask why have a live account over 5 XFAs. Well, because you can take daily payouts. It's something that I see more sustainability in. Like the live account, I've had this thing for like a couple months. I'm taking payouts out of it. I don't see the issue with having a live account. I actually enjoy having a live account. I actually enjoy having a live account. Okay, we're seeing a pullback on NQ into the 80s now. You speak about the changes on funding ticks. No, what changes are on funding ticks? Have you looked into TPT? They have a great live account. Yeah, I've had a live account with TPT before. I've used them. They are solid. One of my favorites. It's a realistic growth on a 1K account. Like, honestly, if you had a 1K account, I'd trade maybe one micro. Look for one decent. You can't go less than one micro, but look to make maybe 100 a day. 100 a day is solid. I mean, 100 a day is super solid. If you can consistently make 100 a day, and then you work up to 200 a day, 300 a day, that's more than like the average income. Variance, with the variance of some losses in there and the variance of some big days in there, which the big days will just come whenever the market is working with you. Can't really try not to force the big days, but when they come, they come. Somebody said don't open an account with 1K. I kind of hear that. I would probably use prop firms. I just think they give you more flexibility, because the issue is mentally, whenever we have such a small account, you're like, okay, this is a 1K account. This is trading. I have the freedom to make an unlimited amount of money. you know, you just, when you have that small of an account, it's less like I'm trying to preserve this account and slowly compound it. It's more, I'm gonna, you know, let's build this shit up to 5, 6, 7K today. That's the issue mentally for a lot of us when it comes to like having such a small account, is that you're like, a lot of people aren't disciplined enough to keep that mentality of, okay, I know this is a small account, we're gonna slowly build it. They would much rather say, I'm gonna flip this 1K into 5K, and then I'm gonna build it, and then I'm gonna preserve it. That's the issue with the smallest, starting a small account usually. Whoa. Okay, I don't. I mean, the NQ, we're out of that trade, so we got some profit out of it. Now we're pulling back. I like how it's helping my Bitcoin trade. That's the only takeaway. Seeing Bitcoin kind of follow NQ a little bit here. Whatever. Yeah, switch. Somebody said switch into micros. I've been watching you. Switching to micros has helped a lot. That's what it's about. I'm up 2K today just using micros. No more than 10 micros. I appreciate everybody on TikTok, YouTube. Appreciate the likes. Run the likes up on YouTube. TikTok, we're on YouTube. BPCTrades. Full screen. Everything there. Yep, we like the live accounts because the daily payouts, the daily uncapped payouts. Now you can still get that flexibility with some of the funded accounts. Some of them, I know the My Funded Futures came out with the new rapid accounts for, I think, $120. You can take daily payouts. You can trade up to 5 of them. TBT, obviously, if you get those funded, you can take the daily payouts out of the funded accounts. But that's really the main takeaway from the live accounts. But if you're going to go use those funded accounts, use code BPC at checkout on My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader. If you're looking for the flexibility of, you know, daily payouts, those funded accounts, the rapid My Funded Futures funded accounts give you that flexibility. The Pro Take Profit Trader accounts give you that flexibility. That's why I like my live account. I can just being able to take out, like today, had a good day. If I wanted to go buy, what can you go buy with $2,000? I could go withdraw this and buy something with it. Oh yeah, Tradeify now is daily payouts as well, yeah. NQ pullback looking a little ugly. I think I'm just gonna kind of sit in this Bitcoin short a little bit more, see what this NQ pullback brings to the table. Daily payouts with Topstep Live. Yeah, we got daily payouts with my Topstep Live account, daily payouts with my Tradeify Live account. That's one of the big perks. I mean, there's incentives to being live. There's definitely incentives to being live. The major two ones are daily uncapped payouts, which I have on both my Tradeify and Topstep. So I just took a $4,000 payout on my Tradeify Live account yesterday because, you know, I made $4,000 yesterday on my Tradeify account. So I just took it. I took it out. That'll pay for a month of expenses for me. It's the negatives of being live. I genuinely don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think is the negatives of being in a live account with a prop firm? I mean, in the context, in the context of like you're already trading the live account or you're already trading it funded. So what hurts to go live? Damn, dude, they took me off TikTok again. Damn it. I don't know why it does that. All right, YouTube. God bless you. God bless you, Ross. No negatives, nothing. Yeah. I mean, if you're already trading it funded. How many people we got in the live chat? 270 guys. We have 65 likes. Can we run it up to 100? Can we run it up to 100? Bitcoin's looking like it wants to kind of maybe fall out a little bit. NQ pullback looking a little scary. Okay, since TikTok is down, we can go here with it now. We'll go this. We'll do this here. All right. All right, Bitcoin might knock on wood here. Let's see. NQ pullback looking a bit ugly. Let's pull the hourly up, see what structure is forming off of that rejection. Not really anything too spooky. Just kind of printing a doji, but still within the range. Shorting red again? What is shorting red again? What does shorting red mean? What does shorting red mean? Oh, you. Yes, sir. 20 more likes. We got 85 likes now. We're 15 away from 100. I appreciate everybody that shows up to the YouTube streams, man. I appreciate y'all. We'll be here, man. We're gonna build. We're gonna build. Can you explain why you use ticks instead of minutes? Yeah. So I'm gonna assume that you know what the tick chart is. The tick chart is pretty much just, if I'm using the 500 tick chart, every 500 orders kind of dictates the open and close of the candle instead of every 5 minutes. I just truly feel like I get a better read on price action, to be honest with you. I can see pivots a little more clearly. I've just been enjoying using it a lot, like so much. I pair it with an hourly, usually I pair it with an hourly chart next to it, or a higher time frame time-based chart. But man, as far as like being in and out of the markets, scalping, I really like using the tick chart. I can't really explain it apart from I feel like I can read the price action better on this, kind of seeing every single order and all the pivots, all the levels, rather than looking at like a time-based chart. Like, let's compare the 500 ticks to the 1 minute. Yeah, they're similar. They're very similar, but I really enjoy looking at the 500 tick chart. Like, you're looking at this pivot on the 1 minute. There's not a lot to take away from this, but looking at the pivot on the 1 minute, then to the 500 tick chart, you see how there's just more detail. There's more detail. A little bit more detail. A little bit more detail, you know? That's all it is. That's all it is. Just more detailed. 1 minute. 500 tick. Okay, we're looking at Bitcoin here. That's kind of what we wanted to see. Great for sniping entries. Yeah, pretty much. If you're trying to get very detailed, specific kind of price action entries, tick charts, pretty solid. I wonder if Bitcoin can see the underside of 85,000 in this session, or if it kind of stalls around here. Lucid max payout cap on a 50K. Don't quote me. I think it's competitive with every other firm. I think it's around that 2000 level. I think it's around that 2000 level. Could be wrong. Nine likes away from 100 even. Let's get it, chat. I appreciate y'all. Anybody in any trades right now? Let's hear it. What's the P&L on the day? What trades are we in currently? How's the session been? I know it's been pretty whipsaw. Pretty whipsaw. It's been very indecisive, but in that indecision, there's been just a very wide range that we've set. And we're making sure to tag every single side of this range. It's not an easy day. It's not an easy day. Bitcoin looking pretty weak here. We don't have much room. We don't have much room before we see under 85s. Morning session killed me down 22, trying to build up little by little. Good patience though. Good patience. Flat 13, up 13K, solid. 6R today, solid trades. If you're down today, dude, it's a tough day. It's always a tough day, but it's a tough day. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. All right, come on, Bitcoin. What do we got here? What do we got? Can we break that? That low is 85.8. That's what we're looking to see underneath 85.8. I find it hard to believe that we have a really substantial rally off of this low with how much rejected price action we've seen above 88. This is kind of like a kill zone for me. 88. Really hard rejection. Another really hard rejection. And what's nice is we're shorting it into an equal low. It's going to be the fourth time we've tested it. No guarantee we break. Sometimes we'll see on a move like this, we got to test it 4 or 5 times, but I think we're in line with the intraday trend. I'm going to kind of hold on to it, see if we can take this recent low, see what happens. If NQ keeps selling, Bitcoin might help Bitcoin out. Hopefully I don't regret it. We'll see. Yeah, we're pulling it on 100 likes. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Do you find it annoying trading live instead of trading 5 XFAs? No, why? Why would that be annoying? We'll probably stay live until market close. Why not? Do we have the stamina? Do I have the stamina? Start to look at NQ again, maybe for a buy. If we hold this base that we put in at like 320. Because you made 2.5 today, which could have been times 5. Yeah, but if it wasn't an XFA, then that payout would be capped. And I couldn't take it right. I couldn't take it as, I couldn't take it right here, right now. I'd have to wait until I'm eligible to take a payout. Stuff like that. You like Alpha? I do like Alpha. I like Alpha for the, I like Alpha. Solid. I've used them. Biggest payout I've ever taken was with Alpha. Or biggest single payout. Appreciate that, AJ. Platform used for Tradeify. They do offer Project X, but with a live account, you can only use Tradeivate. I think because they use NinjaTrader as the broker. So I have Tradeify. This is my live account. It's just kind of chilling here. But yeah, I wanted to use Project X to trade my live account, but they don't use the broker that you need. I think it's plus 500 or whatever it is. Can you stay in an XFA and not move to live? No, they don't really allow that. That's why you hear people talk about purposely blowing it, which I think is silly. I think it's silly. Everyone likes to blast their winnings. Never see anyone saying I'm down 5K today. Locked myself. I'll say that every once in a while. But yeah, it's not fun. It's not a fun thing to say in front of a lot of people. Couldn't you copy trade your live accounts? I have tried that. I've been trying that a lot, but you can only do it with TradeSync to copy trade a Project X account and a Tradeivate account. It's not. It doesn't work. So I use TradeSync, which is I think cloud-based or whatever they call it, and it does not work well. I use my Topstep X account and I copy trade it with my Tradeify account, and like sometimes it'll fill like 2 contracts on this account and 4 contracts on my Tradeify account. And then like when I go to close this, it like won't close on my Tradeify. It's just very glitchy. But yeah, you could. It'll sometimes behave, but for them it's just too much of a liability with the some of the issues I've seen on it. Okay, Bitcoin trying to rush down through 85s. Guys, we're 1 like away from 100. Who's it going to be? Appreciate y'all. You're a lot more focused. It's different feel when live. I agree. It's something about it's different. I hear what y'all are saying though. Like having multiple accounts and copy trading them helps you not really feel the risk. I get that. I don't know because whenever I have multiple accounts and I'm like copy trading them, I think it's more mentally difficult to do it like that. Because like in the back of your mind, you know that just because you're down 200 on this account doesn't mean you're down 200. You know what I mean? You know that you're down 200 on like 5 accounts. You still know. You're not seeing it on the screen, but you know. You know. Best accounts to paper trade? I'm not really sure I understand that question. Here's the 100th. Appreciate you, Neat. Appreciate you. Big pullback on NQ. I was looking for your live this morning before the lunch trade. I hear you. Yeah, I was on Topstep TV, so I couldn't go live. But those days that I go on Topstep TV, I'm just going to do the lives like after. Like, right. I went live 2 hours ago. We've almost been live about an hour. Well, I guess we've been live about an hour. So it was a little bit later. It's because I was on Topstep this morning. Okay, NQ starting to look just... I mean, we are just filling out every single high and low of this range. And it's not a fun time. We're like filling out a 250 point range. We tested. I mean, we ping ponged off that low 3 times, this high a couple times. Really wide range. Not a fun time. Not a fun time. I like kind of sitting in this Bitcoin trade though. Let's see. Let's see if this Bitcoin trade can break under 85s here. This is the this is the equal low. I don't want to say anything, but if we break this equal low on Bitcoin, we could go. We could go. I don't know if we're going to see that type of momentum, that type of follow through 2 hours into the New York session, before the New York session closed, 2 hours before the New York session closed. But I mean, if we lose this low, we could see, let's go look what we could see on the daily. You could pull into this low, you could pull into that low, you could pull into low 80s. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the follow through is going to look like, because I don't know what the volume is looking like. But I do think that we'll kind of see this creep into the 84s, and then maybe we can start to cover it. Seems like that would be a solid enough trade. Here we go. Bitcoin's running down here. You got Bitcoin pushing into the 85s. This is the fourth time that we've tested this equal low at 85. And buyers are just simply being suppressed the entire move down. Sharp pivot off of 86. Heavy rejections off of the 90s, 88. So continued lower highs as we push into this low. There's simply not enough room for buyers to sustain price above 85s. Eventually we will break. And we're kind of looking for momentum to the downside as we break under 85s right here. We'll see what happens. Now, maybe it just breaks and leaves a wick and comes back up. I don't know. That's what we're gonna look for when we see the price action under 85. If we can get it, fingers crossed, knock on wood. Let me do this. Let me go here, just in case. All right, do you guys mind if we go to the restroom really quick? One in the chats, if you mind. I'm gonna go to the restroom really quick, and then we'll be right back. This could be a banger. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, this could be a big letdown. We'll see what happens. NQ's bouncing. All right, we're here. We're here. We are here. Come on, Bitcoin. I would say, relative to the NQ strength here, Bitcoin not really finding that same motion. See if we can get it. See if we can get it. For the sake of the Bitcoin trade, we want to see NQ try to break lower. That would help. That would help the Bitcoin trade, I think. Do I try to short NQ for the sake of it? Nah, that's a decent bounce. Please, we need to dump so Bitcoin can dump. It seems like Bitcoin won't dump unless NQ dumps. Well, that little leg down on NQ, I mean, this entire move here gave us pretty much 86.4 to 85.6, 1,000-point move on Bitcoin. NQ is recovering well here off of that bounce. Seems like Bitcoin's totally dependent on Big Bro here, NQ. I hate when that happens. I hate when markets are totally connected sometimes. You know what I mean? What's nice is Bitcoin isn't really matching the strength of NQ. It's only matching the weakness, which I like, you know, but surely we got to get... Oh, shit. Hello. We need NQ to get blasted here, it seems like. Are we open the 24th? I don't think we're open on Christmas Eve. If we are, probably a half day. I have to go check. You could check the CME website, and they have the dates there. Or just ask somebody in like Topstep Discord or something. They'll know. You are revival. Man, wow. The ranges today on NQ are just so aggressive. Just a tough day. This is worse than the chop. I mean, it's just setting the most aggressive ranges. Sketchy stuff. I love range days. Do you like when the range is this wide though? Because that takes a lot more like patience and conviction and discipline to like let an entire such a wide range play out. They're more difficult. I can do a little 30-point range day. It feels a little more difficult. Although I'm sure the risk to reward is substantial on massive range days. But sometimes when you get a massive range, my mind starts to think, okay, you know, we're moving 300 points. This has breakout potential, right? But sure enough, stays within the range, even when the price action is so wide. It's kind of wild. Cover your eyes, Bitcoin. You're going to hell. All right. I'd be happy if we could make $3,000 today. If we could lock this trade in at like $500 profit, happy camper here. One and two micros up 900. That's insane, man. Great job. Great job. Great job. 1 to 2 micros, $900. Great job. We got short there 5 micro Bitcoin at 86,400s on that micro pullback right before a retest of that equal low. And that's starting to look like a breakdown trade, starting Starting to look like a very confident breakdown trade at this point on Bitcoin. Don't mind an NQ pullback. That wouldn't, I don't think that would hurt me. I don't see NQ pulling back showing Bitcoin strength. Cross your toes. We got an hour and 45 till market close. So we've got time. At the same time, I don't really know how Bitcoin trades into the close, to be honest. I don't really know. I haven't traded Bitcoin into the close ever, I don't think. Time does your stream start? Usually starts around, the opening bell, an hour after the open. If I'm on Topstep TV, it's a little bit later, 11 Central sometimes. We appreciate y'all, man. 260 people in here, 120 likes. I appreciate y'all. All right, we got NQ fading a little bit more. Gonna see if Bitcoin can follow the weakness on NQ here. Yeah, that's an ugly pullback on NQ. Patience, grasshopper. Yeah, I'm trading micro Bitcoin. Not a lot of futures prop firms let you, but my Topstep does, which is cool. Got my Topstep live account trading the Bitcoin market. I think if I'm not mistaken, most prop firms don't let you trade Bitcoin, to be honest. Dude, if we could see 70,000, I don't want to jinx it, but that would be insane. Like 78, 79,000. Whoa, big push down on Bitcoin. All right, we saw 85,000 wick down on Bitcoin. All right, we're at $500 on this Bitcoin trade as we're breaking the daily low. Let's hold it a little bit. Let's see what cooks. It's like we just insta-V. Let's just wait a little bit here. Apex does? Yeah, I think you're right. They want you to blow up with that intraday drawdown of that Bitcoin volatility. Do I just cover it as we leave a little wick under it? Seems like the wrong play. I like the NQ push down back into the 280. Let's just wait a second here. Let's wait a second here. Let's wait for this thing to insta-V and come back up to my entry, I guess. Let go, let it cook. I know, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like an hour and 40 minutes into the close might not give us much. It might not give us much. If NQ can push back down to the 250s and break that low, things can start to look ugly. That's one thing I would like to see. You think Bitcoin follows? I think Bitcoin might lollygag here. I don't know. Piece of shit. I don't use volume profile or order flow, man, to be honest. I don't use it. Bitcoin's acting like NQ here, where we just take that low and then find new buying back into it. Yucks. We continue seeing this. I had a trade similar to this yesterday where I was kind of looking for a break of a key level. We just take it by a couple points and then we start finding buyers back up. It's I'm not liking that price action. I absolutely hate when we take a level and then we just reverse back into the range. I hate it. Probably my pet peeve in trading. I can't let this thing reverse all the way back to my entry. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Bitcoin. I might have to eat a loss here, dude. I'm given the chance to leave some type of wick here, then sell back down. I might have to. I'm not going to eat a loss, but I'm definitely not going to walk. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If this starts catching buyers back through 600s, we got to get out. We got to get out. I don't like the little window here where we're an hour and a half to close, not seeing follow through under the break of the low. That type of deal. I don't like it. I don't like it. Why can't we get a clean breakdown? Why can't we get a clean breakdown, chat? Damn it. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I can't hold this thing and let it go back to my entry. That's absurd. I gotta cut it. Oh, God, I hate when that happens. Now, we're only breaking a major level of support on the daily. That's all. That's all that's happening. But let's just find buyers back into 86. Yeah, it's just weird. We got an hour and a half to the close. I don't know. I'm kind of kicking myself for not getting out right there on that wick. But how could I have known? It's kind of frustrating. See if it was a decent exit. I think it was. I can't afford to. Yeah, that was a good exit. Piece of junk, bro. I hate it. God, I hate that. Okay, so let's see. We wait all that time for the break of this low to get 400 points. And then instantly find buyers. That's yucky. I guess it was a big ask to look for like a very big sell-off right here into the close. That's when it's funky, when you're like coming into the end of a session. You've already seen some pretty decent selling. I don't know. Wouldn't be totally opposed to trying it again, just not this session. I think I'm not going to try it again this session, that's for sure. Maybe tonight we get another short setup for retest 85. The daily looks like vomit, though. Still up. I mean, still took some money out of that, so that's good. Definitely not going to buy it, but it's unfortunate. Unfortunate. It's hard to hold through those where you break the low, then you retest it. Whatever. Green's green. Shift our focus to NQ here. NQ's just fading the range back into the lows. Are we going to find buyers again if we get back under 250s? Find more success. I don't know. I honestly think that's a little bit seasonal. Asia's good. More success. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'd have to go look at my statistics for that. See what, because I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm gonna peek at Bitcoin, see if I made the right decision. This pullback's looking just scary here on NQ, a little bit scary. Yeah, Asia, seasonal, a little seasonal. Sometimes some months are better than others. Usually just playing like continuation trades in the overnight sessions is pretty decent. Like this move yesterday, as we kind of went through 25,000, just playing that long trade, probably a little easier to execute and win trades in that environment rather than this wide range here in New York. Another rejection off of 84. I'm gonna get in a quick short scalp. I want to see this play out very quickly, just under 65. A quick break under 65 and kind of scale out. Next low is 54. So we get some momentum through that low, that'd be great. But we keep rejecting 80s. I don't want to have too long of a hold time here. I want to see this break under 60s and start to scale out. Just a quick scalp entry on the breakdown. As we keep rejecting 70s, 80s, kind of try to get out of it. See if we can run into the 50s here. Okay, I took one off. This might crack 54. Took another one off. Gonna go break even, don't want to lose. Already covered 2. All right, seen a lot of double bottoms hold today. Yeah, I walked away from like $60 profit on that one. Just a quick couple micros. I know that was hard for y'all because the latency. I get it, but that was just a quick in out. Like I said, we've seen a ton of double bottoms hold today. So if we're showing buyers off of that, I'm not gonna wait and find out. We've seen double bottoms hold like nobody's business today. The theme of the day has been double bottoms. So I'm not gonna wait around. If we show more weakness and push back into it, maybe I'll trade it again. But like I said, double bottoms have been holding like heck today. So if we're not gonna just sell through 50s, I'll get out. I did cover 2 in like 10 points of profit, which is cool. I've been able to hold overnight during Asia. I've never been able to hold, yeah. Well, it's easier if you can kind of catch a decent little move in Asia, cover most of it, and then if you feel comfortable enough to hold like some runners, that could be good. Would you go long? I don't really love it off the double bottom with that lower high, but it's been hard to take the breakout trade today because of the range. A lot of these pivots look good if you're like looking for continuation trades, but once again, it's been range bound, so it's not as important to kind of gauge those pivots for like breakout momentum trades. I don't want to read too deep into it, but I would look for a short here for a break, just a like not looking for much, just a break under 50s. I'm gonna try it again as we retest. Still looking heavy. 80s just got rejected again. We'll see if we can get a flush into the 60s, 50s here. Not looking to take too much heat on this. I want to see the 60s here. Another rejection of the 80s. I'm going to add another one short as we reject 84s again off the pivot. Looking for the break of 50s here. Don't love that. Don't love that. Don't love that. As long as those 280s keep rejecting, we can set up for that breakdown trade. Once again, we reject. Yeah, sooner or later, you'd want to see this break through 50s, 250s. Keep rejecting 280s. I don't want to keep adding as much as I like it. I want to keep adding and then get caught in a way bigger position than I want to, just for us to break higher. But once again, seeing the 70s again, it's like that looks good. I'm gonna add one more time. So 5 is my max. I'm gonna pledge to myself that I won't go bigger than 5 because I don't want to end up sizing way heavy into this just for it to continue chopping and then it finally does break up. And I'll be taking a bigger loss than I want to. But I did add there again. So I'm in 5 at 69, looking for the break of 50s. Got momentum to the downside. Volume's increasing on this. Seeing 50s push. Got to break that low. That equal low at 55. I don't want to entertain the idea of like seeing a bid at 275, 280s. It's kind of here and now on the breakdown through 250s, looking to cover into the 240s, high 230s. Just trading the momentum. I don't want to entertain a bid back into the 70s. Break even seems a little premature, but we could still kind of leave a last pivot off my entry. All right, I'm going to secure the risk here and go. Once I see break at 54, I want to go break even quick. You can do this right now. All right, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go break even right now. There's a decent chance I get stopped out, but kind of looking for it here and now. No risk on the trade. We'll see what happens. See if that was early. Nice rejection off of 60s into the 50s. Can we pick up volume here? This might pick up volume. Maybe I can trail this. If we execute well on this, maybe I can trail this into the 40s, 30s. Looking to go into the 40s, 30s here. We just took the recent low. Kind of wanting to see momentum enter into this trade with the way we're pushing that wick on the hourly. Heavy down close candle here. If we see 40s, 30s, we could pick up some momentum. Look for a break into the 190s. There's momentum, 240s on the bid. Like I said, I want to cover into the 230s if possible. Really depends on what the price action looks like here. Got 5 micros open. See if I can execute at the lows and not get taken out of this trade. Trying to be a little bit patient. A little bit patient. 243 is the low. There's new lows. Really just watching price action here. If we start to stall too much, I want to try to lock in some profit. But price action still looking heavy. Sellers in control. I want to see break into the 230s to cover 3 of my 5 micros. $237 would be a good little exit here. This looks weak. Looks weak and heavy. Looks weak and heavy. Looks like one of those. Kind of looks like the price action you see before a nice 20-point dump. Just absolutely no bids off of 40s. Jinx. Let's see what happens here. I want to just hold break even. I still like it. I still like it. I still like it. There we go. Another nice rejection off of 50s. Every rally is just getting smashed by sellers. I want to see 30s here. I want to see 30s. We're sitting up about $200 in profit. Ah, we might have flunked it. We might have flunked it. Oh, really? We're gonna get taken out here, maybe 60s. Nice rejection. Market saving me here. I understand we're playing it very tight, and I understand I could get stopped out of this, and it's really not going to be a big deal. Playing it very tight. Just want to see the 30s right now. Be made strong. Rough chop zone. I think we're about to see some momentum through 30s. This retracement's looking very aggressive on the hourly as well. We've almost completed a wick run on the hourly. That's what I like. Just want to see 40s get taken here. Ay. You don't want to give it to me, huh? Willow, quick, girl. Dog. Ay. I'm not seeing the momentum part of the trade that I wanted to see. Still like it. I still like it a lot. Okay, another sharp rejection. We might see the flush here. We got momentum here. Sellers just snatched it off at 258. Looking for it. I want to strangle this, but I'm not seeing what I want to see. Willow. Let's see. All right, we're back into the 40s now. The patience. The patience. Oh my goodness. How do you guys focus when a dog's squeaking a toy like that? How do you do it? Come on, NQ. I believe in you. You're making me not want to believe in you. We're playing a risky game, just sitting here and letting this thing decide if it wants to bounce and take me out or not. You're killing me, NQ. You're killing me. I don't think this has a lot of upside potential, but at the same time, I'm not going to go red on the damn trade. If it doesn't want to play out within the setup I have, I don't know if I'll participate. But yeah, we're break even. 8 points of upside would pretty much take me out. Wouldn't really invalidate the trade, but it was meant to be a quick scalp. We got green on it pretty quick. I'm not going to go red on it. Just not going to. Y'all want to see me manage this so tight? Watch this. Well, I added 2 more. Hold on. I added 2 more. I'm in 7. Stop is right here at 64. It's right here, right now in the breakdown trade. Final pivot off of 63 looks good for a breakdown back into 30s. If we take this high, we're out. And honestly, rightfully so. It starts to look like it doesn't have the momentum if we get back above 64 anyways, so it's fine. Wouldn't really get too worked up about it. Okay, so adding into the position off of that pivot. We're seeing momentum to the downside now. 47. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Gotta go. We need you right now to go. All right, seeing momentum. Looking for the break of the lows. All right, we got 237 on the bid. Good Lord. And we're back up to 50s. This is a... Oh, I hate a choppy market. Absolutely hate a choppy market. I hate when we take that low just a little bit and then we're back up. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks, dude. I'm not feeling confident anymore. Damn it. Damn it. Shit. Alright, it is what it is. I had enough confidence in that to try to hold it, but market wants to chop there. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Alright. That's a risk you're willing to take. I was willing to take it. Willing to take that risk. 3K to go. I mean, I could have locked in and gotten 3K on that. It's really not. I just genuinely thought we would see 230s, 220s there. That's okay. Wait, Bitcoin's lower? Are you kidding? Wow. Yeah, Bitcoin did go. Yeah, it's... Da-da-dum-dum-dum. That's what happens when you play it super, super tight. Are we going to flush now all of a sudden? All right, I'm going to try again. I'm back in 5. I think the issue is holding too long. I need to just be in and out of this market as we see weakness back into the 240s. See what we can get here. See if we can retest the 37s. Nice retracement on 56. Let's try to push into 3K. Let's try to push into 3K. P&L. This is a stubborn low is all it is. It's making it very difficult, that's all. It's been very difficult to take this low. All right, I'm in 8 now. Looking for like low 230s. We just like inching into these lows, but not actually breaking down. Oh, it's so rough. It is so rough. It's a brutal low to trade through. Totally brutal. It looks like it wants to flush. Another stop out. All right. I think we're done trying that. Trying to get it on my own, you know, on my own time instead of waiting for the market to do it, but it is taking its sweet ass time. Taking its sweet ass time. As long as it shows that it wants to, I'm gonna keep trying it. Or not. I haven't actually taken any losses on it, which is cool. Now, if I kept taking losses on it and keep trying it, that'd be different. I haven't actually taken any losses on it. There we go. And then once again, it's like 33s, and then we're back up. That is fucking brutal, man. That is brutal. So brutal. That is brutal. Just give it a second here. $28's the low. Couldn't even really get filled on that. I'd hold it. I don't want to take too much drawdown because I know we're pretty far. We're pretty extended to the downside. It looks good. I don't want to get caught in a bounce. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like seeing red right now. It should be breaking, but it's just ever so slow. Like we've just been holding this 230s, 240s. Keep seeing breakdowns, but they're not getting any actual volume behind them. That's the issue. Like it's there. The move is there. It's just being a stubborn market. It's hard to catch it with the and it's trying to time it is the issue. Trying to time it, it's not easy. Can't say this looks good on the hourly though. Another rejection off of 40s. Just creeping lower. Yeah, this is a hard one to catch. It is a hard one to catch. Not really see the momentum you want to see. This is a hard one to catch. Figure out where I want to take my loss here if I need to. Ay, ay, ay. It's a nice pivot off of 61. Hold your breath. I'm gonna have to cover this. I can't let this run too hard. Yeah, we're out. Oh, that's a difficult one to catch. That's just truly a difficult one to catch. We'll keep watching it. I mean, that you want to break under 30s and pushed right into the new low or the recent low at 180s, but it doesn't. Hard to catch. Hard to catch. Hard to catch momentum. The ranges are holding damn well. Yeah, no follow through. Exactly. Some days are better than others. Today, not a lot of follow through on that move. I think also I didn't want to see too much of a retracement because I know that we've been holding this massive range. We've been pivoting off of both sides of it aggressively today. So I know that if it wants to hold, it can. Though we'll see what happens. You weren't tired. You weren't tired. You were hungry. There you go. I just got some food actually delivered too. Shit, bro. I took like a $300 loss on that. Where are we going in cute? It's a good cut because we are seeing strength into the 280s now. Yeah, that was wasn't the cleanest move, that's for sure. Look at this rejection of 80s. All right, I got short again. Maybe we can build now that we have a higher entry. I'm gonna try it one more time, give it a wide stop, and see what we can do. We might have a chance to add, so that could be okay. Food's here, love. This is rushing back into that low. I'm going to take an opportunity since I'm seeing momentum to add some more. I'm in 3 more. I'm in 8 now. Stop under that pivot off of 82 we just rejected. See, we can run right through the 230s here. Nice momentum. Oh, we just flashed. This looks good for breaking our 230s here. As long as nothing funky happens. If this holds, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm break even though. Got into the momentum, so. What's nice is when you get in the momentum, you just get green immediately. You don't even have to think about it. We're immediately green. Low is 228. Looking for it to break here. Okay. Break the low. 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 All right, so we got into momentum there. 8 micro short at 25,260. Aggressive push back down into the equal low. Looking for this market to fade under 220s. Start to cover some of the position. Pushing into a recent hourly low. We're going to triple bottom down there at 190s. Gotta get another 230s. Got to. Do I try to add again? It should be right here, right now, off of that 80 rejection. We got 42. I'm not going to add. Typically I would, but I'm not going to add. If we hold this low, it's like, what are we doing? I'll come down there in a second. I'm almost done. We have another pivot off of 46 there. I'm going to add 2 more here in the 30s. Okay, so I'm in 10 now, 256, looking for the breakdown right here with momentum. We're putting ourselves in good positions to get the moves. It's just the market's not showing follow through at the moment. We've held a lot of double bottoms today. It's been sticky. The ranges have been wide. Hasn't been a ton of momentum. But we're looking for it here. Price action's telling us we could get a nice strong break under 220s. It got to work with us. It's got to work with us. That's all it is. Got to work with us. Sometimes the market has to work with you. This biatch needs to break under 230s, bro. Come on. What's nice is it's risk-free. We're sized in heavily. We're aggressively retesting an equal low. Here we go. There's a breakdown through 220s. We're up $700. I covered 5 there. Covering 3 more. Lots of volume to the downside. Covering it all. I am full out there. We are up $3,222 on the day. Trading momentum and price action. Let's go. Now it's time to eat. That's all I wanted, baby. I just wanted that breakdown, baby. Oh boy. It's not that's nice. Catching it in here was annoying. But once we had the validation of the pivot off at 280s, I get in there with momentum. I size in as we start to show more weight on the equal lows. We get in there, we snap it, we out. Oh boy. I've had too many energy drinks, chat. Piece of junk. Yeah, no, it's exciting. I like it. Good trade. Good trade. All right. Look at the hourly, though, because, I mean, do you think we're going to leave another wick here and come back up? And we're kind of pulling back, like, so deep into this previous hourly wick. I would not be surprised to see a break of 180s. If we do, then, like, this morning's rally is invalid. The CPI rally has pretty much been retraced, and we're back into bearish territory going into tomorrow. So only afternoon streams. It's not all the time. It's just because I was on Topstep this morning. That's kind of the reason. Hey guys, I appreciate the likes. Run the likes up. Run the likes up. What's good, David? How you doing, David? 150 likes, 300 strong in the YouTube. Appreciate it. What is everybody doing right now? Are we in trades? This market's still looking like... So this is kind of an interesting spot. I'm going to go to the 1,000 tick to fit it all on the screen. We have tested this low, like, if we're looking at the tick chart, you'll see 3 wicks on the hourly. There's been, like, true test of, like, orders here at this low. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5 times. You might see a breakdown under 180s here. This market's looking really heavy. I could have held for another 20 points of downside there. Yeah, this is looking very heavy. I'm in 1 micro. We had the big trade preserving capital. I'm in 1 micro looking for 180s here. I don't think we wait too long to break this low. I think it kind of happens now. Run like a 1-to-1 on it. I think that momentum is here now to run the hourly low at 180s. I think we'll see it here. I'm not going to add any crazy size into it. I just want a quick 40-50 bucks to pay for the lunch I just ordered. I thought 190 was the target. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. It was a little tricky. I think mentally for me, seeing how much we kept kind of bouncing every time we took a low, I just wanted out. But yeah, no, 190 is looking likely at this point. Probably could have held a little bit longer and had some more patience, but I think I was getting a little impatient trying to catch that trade for the last hour and a half that it was just kind of annoying. Is it 3K? Yeah, I came on to Topstep TV about $1,100 in profit. Walked away from Topstep TV about $2,300, and now we're $3,200 in the green. I've made about 1,000 on Topstep, 1,000 on this stream. Literally, this trade is supposed to pay for my lunch. The market's taking my lunch money. Taking my lunch money. Yo, Kevin, with the follow on YouTube, I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in here hanging out. Appreciate all the likes, 150 likes. Solid turnout, guys. Appreciate it. You walk away from getting into bad trades. Well, if you're already in profit, usually, I mean, if you're already in profit, if you don't, if there's not really a great setup, you can usually just do one micro like me. Just in one micro. I'm pretty confident we see a breakdown. I'm willing to risk the 25s as my stop for it. I like the trade. I like the trade. Preserving some profit because we took a nice trade earlier. That's okay, market. You can take my lunch money. I took the rent money from you. You take the lunch money from me. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I took the rent money from you. You take the lunch money from me. Yeah, no, I still think we go lower, but we'll see what this little bounce into the 20s. That might sell off. It's just there's so much weight on this 180 level that it's not looking like it's gonna hold. If I know anything, if I've ever seen a breakdown attempt, it's gonna be a break under 180s here. If we see exhaustion around 20s, 30s, we should get that break. We might stab one more at like 30s, 40s trying to get filled, but that's about it. I might get in like maybe two or three. Or maybe start one off of 230s, and if we see 190s, 180s, I'll add into it. Something like that. I'll risk another $40. Yeah, that's solid. See if we get an entry higher than 230 on it. See if we can do like this. Perfecto. All right, so I'm in 2 at 36. Looking for this to break back down and retest 180s. I'd be very surprised to see like a super, super strong rally off of a quadruple bottom, an intraday quadruple bottom. That would kind of surprise me. So I feel comfortable getting in. I feel like it's a decent little entry there. I'm in 2 micros. So you can build into it if we do see the rejection that we want to see. And then hopefully manage, at that point, manage it all, break even, and see if we can get the breakdown through 180. Let's see. Invalidation would be, yeah, 277 is kind of 50% of that range. You wouldn't really want to see a strong enough rally up into like 50% of a range off of a quadruple bottom. That would kind of consider that, okay, like, yeah, their buyers are holding it. Probably last trade. Actually, a little surprised we're into the 250s, to be honest. I'm a little surprised. Yeah, that's I'm very surprised to see the buying off of 200s like that. I'm amazed. Stronger bounce than you would kind of want to see there. Make or break right here. I mean, this starts getting back into 270s, 280s. It's looking strong enough to kind of validate holding that level of support. So we'll see. I'm a little surprised, honestly, to see this kind of strength off of a quad bottom on intraday. You don't usually see that. That's a little interesting. We might just take the L here. I'm very surprised to see that low holding right here. This low. Buyers are showing strength off of that low. Oh no, not again. I got y'all. We'll walk away above $3,000 today, no matter what, which is good. But this trade felt maybe too easy. Maybe that was the issue. We'll see what happens. I mean, we're just seeing buyers pulling it, 260s, 270s. Seemed maybe a little too obvious. I don't know. That's a strong buy. We might be getting stopped out here if we don't see some crazy rejection. If we pull off of this low significantly and get back in like 280s, 300s, I mean, we might truly hold this range on the hourly, which is just insane. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but I would say that's a little bit crazy to see that range hold. It might hold because 260 is kind of holding bid. 260, I didn't even like 190s to 260s is a much stronger rally than I even anticipated. Very interesting stuff. See if we can get the breakdown here. See if we ran a wide enough stop. Even 53 is kind of felling. Man, this is interesting because if we're going to go back down and retest that quadruple bottom, like you'd want to see, we're almost kind of holding this level too well, right? This should just be like a slight retracement, then sellers grab it again and take it lower. What we've kind of been holding, basing at 260s. It's not really what you want to see. Trying to validate maybe getting out and saving myself 10 points of a loss. You're not seeing the urgency to go retest that low like you would want to. Not to mention this, it's a 70-point bounce. It's a strong bounce, and then it's kind of like consolidating, holding here, trying to flag for higher. Give it like a minute. This is not looking like what you'd want to see in terms of price action. Okay, there's yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. This quad bottom looks like it's about to hold. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna cut this. I think I'm gonna cut this if we bounce back through 60s. Like right here. That's impressive. I'm out. I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna walk away from the day. I'm not gonna take any more trades. We're seeing price acceptance around the 60s. It's holding. I think it was a good cut. I think it's a good exit. I think it was a good trade. I think it was a good entry. I think it was a good stop loss. I have no regrets. Y'all know I never have any regrets. But no, this is interesting. I think it was a good cut because that's a quadruple bottom holding like that. A quadruple bottom holding like that. That's really interesting. Still 3K? Yeah. Small, like $120 loss. Maybe even less than that because I cut it early. I think it was more like $100 loss. I'm finding it very impressive that we're holding that. Kind of baffling. Yeah, that'll be my last trade. That'll be my last trade. Quadruple, intraday quadruple bottom holding off of, and I understand it's in a range, but off of a 200-point rejection to the upside. And it is holding. There's some serious buying activity right there at 180s. Like serious. That's impressive. That's very impressive to hold that low. Really impressive. Do you only look for shorts? No. No. I typically this is kind of a rarity for me to see a quadruple bottom on the intraday hold. That's pretty much like 70% of the CPI rally. I mean, we're all the way. Yeah, that's it. No, it's not that I only look for shorts. It's just in that case that trade usually works out. That's an interesting one to me to see that quadruple bottom hold. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's just interesting. Interesting. I do go long. I feel like I've been shorting the market more recently, but yeah. That's a wild one. No, I used all micros today. I used all micros. 10 micros. Tops. And so that was a good cut to get out of there as we started to see the foundation of 60s kind of hold support. I thought to begin with it was a bit of an extended kind of too high, right? That it starts to look maybe like buyers are going to hold that quad bottom. Then it starts basing. I didn't like the price action. I cut it here. Saved me 10, 15 points of drawdown because my stop originally was like 277. And I think it was a good cut. And we are holding this. God, is it even a trip? I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tests to that low, and we've held every single time. Impressive stuff. I wonder if this, like the validation of holding it 4 times, can give us a rally all the way back up to session highs. Well, we only have 40 minutes though. But that is quite the statement to hold that low right there. Santa rally, I don't know. It might be. That's quite, I mean, that's incredible. It's incredible to hold that. So much weight on it. I'm almost curious to see if this sends it back to kind of holding that for the 4th time, sends it back to 400s. I mean, what other proof do we need? It's nonstop right now, just directly up. Good thing we cut it where we cut it, honestly. Good thing we cut it where we cut it. I'm telling you, I mean, that could legit be enough of an excuse to see this back to the session highs. Although it's weird because we only have 45 minutes. So it's a little weird. It's a hell of a bounce. I'm into. See if we can catch this rally back into 300-400s with really no retracement like we have seen so far. My stop is 76. Oh, damn. Okay. We're going to call it there. We're going to call it there. We'll call it there. We're going to call it there. All right. I'm going to go eat. I appreciate everybody for tuning into the stream. Kept it light on some of these final trades. This market is in quite the range today. Not an easy day at all. I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. Maybe we go test that quadruple bottom again. I don't know. That looked like a pretty strong rally. I was okay with trying to join in. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to call it there. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. I think tomorrow's Friday, right? Disgusting. I agree. A little bit disgusting. Yep. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll see y'all then for another stream. Should be live closer to the bell, maybe 9 a.m. Central. God bless y'all. Take